I get a lot of people asking me, Charlotte, how do I even start investing? And I often give them lots of examples of different platforms that they could use. So in this video, I'm going to review the FREETRADE app. I'm going to give you all the details, how you can open an account, and how you can invest in your first stock on the platform. Hello and welcome to the Looking After Your Pennies YouTube channel. I'm Charlotte Jessup, and today I'm really excited to talk you through the FREETRADE app. Now before I start, I just want to say that this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to use this app, this is purely for your education. So that you can go off and do your own research about some other platforms and see if this one might be right for you. You need to make your own decisions around investing and use all the information that you have to hand to make that decision. Now remember, when it comes to investing, that your money can go up, but it could also go down as well. So you need to understand that your money is at risk. Now let's get on and start looking into this app. Now, one of the reasons that this app has become particularly popular is that they offer free trades. Just like the name suggests, it means that there is, fee-free trading on this platform, which is great because that means that you get to keep more of the money that you are investing. But there are lots of other features available on this app too. So let's start off by looking at the different accounts that are available on FREETRADE. So you can have a general investment account. So this means that you can put money into this account, you can buy stocks and shares and ETFs, I'll talk more about this later on, and you will have to pay tax on that. Alternatively, you can upgrade to FREETRADE Plus. Now this costs $9.99 a month, but what you get included in this is a greater access to a larger range of stocks, and you can also get a stocks and shares ISA with this as well. Now if you don't want to go for the FREETRADE Plus option and you're happy with having a limited range of stocks, you can still get access to a stocks and shares ISA. The stocks and shares ISA on this platform costs £3 per month. So there's no percentage fees, it's just a straight up £3 per month. So you need to decide whether that's going to be the right sort of fees for you when you compare that to other platforms. Now on their website, they give you an example of how they compare to some of the other big players in the investing platform world. So feel free to check that out and you can make some comparisons to see whether this might be a good platform for you and your needs. So looking in more detail then at the fees that come with a FREETRADE account. So I have a general investment account with them. My stocks and shares ISA is with Vanguard because I'm trying to utilize the low fees over there. Generally, I use FREETRADE for buying individual stocks and just for kind of like playing around, trying things out. If I see like an IPO that I want to get involved in, then I will use FREETRADE for that. So I just have a general investment account with them and there is no fee for having that account. So unlike some other general investment accounts, there will be a account management fee that means that you have to pay that amount. It comes out of the amount that you have in there or can sometimes be a fixed amount. But with FREETRADE, there's no fee for that. There's also no fees for any trades that you do, and the foreign exchange rate fee is whatever the spot rate is plus 0.45%. Now this is a little bit pricier than some other platforms. On their website, they compare fairly well to the ones that they have picked, but for example, Trading 212 is the spot rate plus 0.15% foreign exchange rate. So you need to think about these things if you're going to be changing your money into, say, dollars, which could happen if you're buying into US stocks. So let's talk a little bit more about the FREETRADE Plus. So this costs $9.99 a month. But it does come with a few extra features. So an example is that they offer 3% interest on any cash. So this is not invested money. Think of it more as like savings. So they offer 3% interest on up to £4,000 of cash in that account. Now, when you work this out, this works out at about £120 a year if you're putting in the full £4,000. So it could essentially cover that $9.99 fee. Also, it's going to cancel it out. So only think about doing that if you're going to put the £4,000 in. If you're putting in less than that, then it's going to cost you in that fee. There are some other benefits though, such as you get access to a greater range of stocks, as I've mentioned. You also have access to things like stop losses and limit orders and a few other features. So think about if this is right for you. Personally, I think for the majority of people, just having their normal fee-free account is probably suitable in most examples. But if there's a particular stock that you want to buy or you want to store some cash in there, then it might be something worth considering. Okay, so let's take a look at the sign up process then. So I've got my phone and I'm going to show you here on screen roughly what the sign up process looks like. So first thing you need to do is download the FREETRADE app from iStore, App Store, whatever it is where you get your apps from. You need to get the FREETRADE app from there. So I'm going to show you how to sign up through their app. So first thing you're going to need to do is enter in your email address. Once you've done this, it will generate what they call a magic link. So this link will be sent to your email address. It's essentially just to verify your email address. Once you have gone to your emails, click that link, you will be redirected back to the app where you can finish the sign up process. Then you'll need to choose a passcode. This allows you to access the app when you come back into it. If you're using things like Face ID, you can also set that up at this point too. Next thing is you need to enter your details. So it will ask for things like your legal name. So this needs to be, the name that's like on your birth certificate or your passport. It can't be something, funny or, something that you use online. It needs to be your actual name. You then need to enter things like your date of birth and also your address too. So this is obviously you're opening an account, so think of it like you're opening a bank account. You need all of this information to open that account, and it's the same if you're doing this through an investing platform. They'll also ask you for things like your national insurance number. Now this is just for tax purposes and it helps identify you. So you will need to type that in, type your national insurance number in so that they know that you are a UK taxpayer, and it just helps them work out what your tax is. From there, you will get to choose your account type. So you can just go for the free general investment account, or you can go for the ISA if you wish. So there are a couple more steps after this. The next one involves you completing a US tax exemption form. So this is called the W-8BEN form. And what this means is that you are not liable to pay tax in the US. So you don't have to pay tax in the USA. Basically, there's a form, you just tick that you don't have to do it and you can move on. The next thing that you will need to do is actually add some money to your account. I'll show you how to do this in just a minute, but once you have made that initial deposit, and this can be just as little as £1, then you will get your free share. So if you've signed up using my link below, this will give you a free share. Now that share could be worth between £300 and £200. And when you sign up, I also get a free share too. Once you're into the platform, you can share your own link with your friends and you will both get free shares for every friend that you sign up. So it can be a great way to kind of have some money to play with investing without using your own money. Now you will need to make that initial deposit, which like I say, can be as little as £1 in order to get that free share. Once you've done all of that, your account will be set up and you will be ready to start using the app to make your investments. Okay, so let's have a little look around the app itself. So when you sign into the app, you will then see this kind of like front page, which is this little graph that has an outline of your portfolio. If you have a little scroll down, you will see the shares that you are currently invested in, and you will also see if you have any free shares that are lined up too. So as you can see, I've got one there, which I'm hoping I'll get today. They normally give out free shares on around a Wednesday. Sometimes it could be a bit later if there's lots going on in the market, but they normally show up sort of like 7 to 10 days later. You can also see in that top right hand corner that you have that free shares button. So if you click that, it will take you through to your send a share, and this is the link that you can send out to your mates so that they can get a free share and you get a free one if they sign up. Now, if we have a look along the bottom here, you will then see these different options. So we have insights. So this looks at your personal portfolio. So you can see here how mine is broken down. Right at the top there, you have the personal portfolio performance. So this is how well my portfolio has done over the last in the last few days. So you can have a look at that information there. If you click on that, you can have a look at it over different time periods and you can see the graph too. You can also see a breakdown of my portfolio. So this is how much I've got in stocks, how much I've got in bonds and commodities. Some of this has come from free shares, so I just kind of like leave those there if I think they're doing well. So this is not necessarily how I would normally set up my portfolio. This is kind of just what's happened or the things I've been interested in through investing on this app. Now, if you click that middle button and you go to Discover, this gives you some information about the other things that you might want to invest in. So here you can just see some different sectors, you can see some popular stocks, you can see popular ETFs, so these are exchange traded funds, so groups of money all put together and that behave like a stock. So you're not necessarily investing in one company, you can be investing in lots of things, but you can just buy them as though they're one thing. And then they've split them into things like tech titans, female CEOs, and things that are coming soon. And even there, they have a little description of what an ETF is. So if you feel like you need to learn a bit more, then you can go ahead and click that and it will give you some more information. Next up is the activity. So this will be where you can see when you've bought things, sold things, the free shares that you've received. It's essentially like a bank statement that shows you what's come in, what's gone out, what you've bought, what you haven't bought, that sort of thing. Then the last button here on the bottom is the account. So this tells you like how much cash you have, how much money you've got available to invest, and this is also where you can top up your account. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now so I can show you how to buy a stock or an ETF through FREETRADE. Okay, so now I have that money in my account, I'm going to go ahead and buy some shares in a company. So just for an example, I'm going to go here and I'm going to search. Let's go for like Tesla. So I've already got some in this. Let's go buy some more. So here when you get to that page, you will see this graph that shows how it's been doing. It's up and down. This is what happens with stocks. So I'm just going to go ahead and click buy. So once I'm in here, I'll see this page and I have £10 available, so I'm going to put that in there. You can see then that it tells you how many shares you've got. So because of the price of one share of Tesla is fairly high, this means that I'm going to get 0.0179 of a share of Tesla, which is fine. I just want to put £10 in. So I'm going to click that review order. It's going to tell me the amount that I'm putting in, how much it's going to cost me in terms of like the currency conversion, and how many shares I'll get, and then what that is actually going to cost me once they've done all of that. It might not be exact every time. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm that buy. It's just checking that I am who I am, and it's sending the order, and there we go, it's done. It doesn't necessarily go through straight away. It can take a little bit of time to buy those stocks, but for now, I'm done. So there we go, that's kind of like a whistle-stop tour of the FREETRADE app, and I hope it gives you an idea of how this platform could help you potentially step into the world of investing. If you want to use my sign-up link to get that free share, then a big thank you for using that, but also it will give you that free share so you have a little bit of money to play with. You can sell that free share straight away and use it to invest in something else, or you can withdraw that money if you so want to. So go ahead, go have a look at that app, let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm also available on a whole load of other channels, so I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and you can go check out my website too. Thank you for watching this video today, and I hope to see you in the next one.